On tonight's Fayette Prep Rally, it's a showdown between region foes. First up, Starr's Mill goes on the road to Fayette County. Panthers trying to end a 3-game skid, while the Tigers were looking for their first W of the season. In Peachtree City, McIntosh was looking to bounce back from their first region loss of the year, playing host to a very difficult Harris County squad. Plus, we'll recap all the other action from around the county and recognize this week's building blocks. So stay tuned for your football fix right here on FPR in just 30 seconds.
I'm failing. No big deal.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
Fighting doesn't work.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
Ignoring it doesn't work.
Ma, I said I'd do better.
Saying it and doing it are two different things.
Punishment doesn't work. What does work is a Huntington Learning Center. By improving basic skills, we build motivation and confidence, and kids look forward to learning. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN today. Your child can learn.
Comcast presents your source for Fayette County High School sports. This is Fayette Prep Rally.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Fayette Prep Rally, where we bring you all your local high school action from around Fayette County here on Comcast Channel 25 each and every weeknight from Tuesday to Friday, 6, 8, and 10. I'm Brian Wise, joined by Nathan Cheddar, year-round, as I mentioned, on Comcast Channel 25. And Nathan, region play is in full gear now as we get to our keys to the weekend as the Starr's Mill Panthers get back on track.
Big win for Starr's Mill. They defeat Fayette County 27-14. That ends a 3-game losing streak, and they pick up their first region win of the year.
And the McIntosh Chiefs fall at home.
Yeah, tough one for the Chiefs. They lose to Harris County 32-10. Too many big plays going the other way in this one. McIntosh now 1-4 on the year.
And the Patriots come from behind.
Ooh, close one there for Sandy Creek. Beat Eastside 13-10. Patriots scored a touchdown with under a minute to play. Shaquille Wiggins came up huge for Sandy Creek in this game, scoring a touchdown and getting an interception.
All right, well, now we're going to get on to the highlights as we start off with Starr's Mill, who's traveling to Fayette County, as the Panthers were looking to break their 3-game losing streak. We start this one off, first quarter. Panthers, they're on the move. Dylan Autera drops back, and he's going to complete a pass over the middle to tight end Austin Schaefer for a big gain. Later on in the drive, it's Autera this time with the keeper. Scampers around the edge and into the end zone. Panthers take an early 7-0 lead.
Fayette County would respond with a drive of their own. Jason Williams with the pitch to Travis Edwards, who gets around the corner and picks up a nice gain before getting knocked out of bounds.
And then a few plays later, it's Edwards again. This time he's going to break a tackle and bounce it outside. He punches it into the end zone, and the game is tied at 7. The Panthers would answer on their next drive. Autera gives to John Smith. Smith breaks it into the outside and is headed down the sideline. Smith with a nice gain before getting dragged down from behind.
A few plays later, it'd be Smith. They'll punch it in from a couple of yards out as he dives over the top of the pile. Panthers lead 13-7.
And later on in the half, Panthers threatening again. Autera back to pass, has a man in the end zone, but it's Travis Edwards with a great leaping catch for the interception. Panthers lead at the half, 13-7. Third quarter now, Autera with the give. It's going to be to Smith, who burst up the middle untouched and is off to the races. Smith with a huge touchdown run gives Starr's Mill a 20-7 lead.
Fayette County would look to answer fourth quarter. Williams drops back to throw the deep ball downfield. Alex Phillips makes a great catch inside the Panther 5-yard line.
And that would set up this quarterback keeper here for Williams, who dives into the end zone. Tigers down by 6, 20-14. But the Panthers and Dylan Autera, they would ice the game right here with this quarterback keeper. Panthers are going to hang on to win 27-14. And Nathan, that was a big, important win for Starr's Mill. What are their playoff chances now?
Well, they're much better now with a victory over Fayette County. A third loss would have been devastating for this team. Already have 2 on them right now. They really don't have a lot of room for error the rest of the way. The teams that are in front of them, Northgate and Harris County, are left on the schedule, so wins against them would go a long way into getting them into that region playoff and potentially a state playoff down the line.
Yeah, tough road back, but they can do it. All right, back to the highlights. And the McIntosh Chiefs were looking for their first region win for 2011 as they welcomed in the Tigers of Harris County. We pick the action up early in the second quarter. McIntosh trailing 19-0 as junior Peyton Williams takes the kickoff, finds a hole and weaves his way up near midfield before finally being dragged down. On the ensuing play, the give is to Williams, who takes the ball to the right side, fighting his way down the field across the 50 and into Tiger territory.
Sophomore quarterback Andrew Johnson will take the drive over as he fakes the give to Williams. Johnson finds a nice hole, scoots upfield for a big gain.
And then a few plays later, it's Johnson again. This time he shoots left before making a cut back to the middle of the field, giving the Chiefs a great chance to put points on the board. And then later on in the drive, Johnson would keep one more time. Straight up the middle he goes for the touchdown. McIntosh trails this one 19-7.
On the ensuing possession, Harris County would answer back quickly as quarterback Justin Wright gives to Daquan Roberts, gets around the edge of the Chief defense. Roberts finds a seam, dodges some defenders, and he's off to the races. No one's going to catch him. Tigers now lead 25-7.
And then on their next possession late in the second quarter, the Chiefs would add a field goal from Dan Lenz from 35 yards out. Harris County would lead at the half 25-10. Harris County would go on to add a second half touchdown, and the Tigers win big 32-10 over the Chiefs. And Nathan, that was a tough loss, but the long-term effects could even be worse.
Yeah, a couple of big injuries in this game for McIntosh. Quarterback Andrew Johnson left the game with a hip flexor. Talked to Coach Belknap earlier today, and he's going to be day-to-day to kind of see what he does here over the next week. Nick Enzor, not so good. He's probably going to be out for a little bit. Had a high ankle sprain. He also had to leave the game. That's not good when your quarterback and one of your best playmakers on defense goes out with injuries. They need those guys if they're going to pick up wins here late in the season.
Yeah, and that defense definitely could have used the help there. Time now to recap the rest of Week 6 action from around the county, and we start things off with the Wildcats of Whitewater.
Yeah, a big win for Whitewater to defeat Upson Lee 14-7. Trey Wofford scored a 2-yard touchdown. Malcolm Graham had an interception return for a touchdown. Upson Lee scored late, but it had already been decided at that point. Whitewater now 5-1 on the year. Their only loss to Sandy Creek. Whitewater is at home against Fayette County this week as they look for another region victory.
How about Sandy Creek?
Ooh, close one for the Patriots. This one was very surprising. They actually trailed 10-0 in the fourth quarter. Cole Garvin throws a 66-yard touchdown pass to Shaquille Wiggins with just 55 seconds left in the game to take the lead. Then Wiggins intercepts Eastside to seal the victory. Sandy Creek led in total yardage 213-120, but committed 4 turnovers.
And Landmark Christian.
Oh, huge win for Landmark Christian. Defeats Southwest Atlanta Christian 56-0. Will Walters had 4 catches, 96 yards, and 2 touchdowns in this game. Defense records their second shutout of the season. The offense is scoring over 47 points per game. Landmark has a bye this week, but will face Eagles Landing Christian in 2 weeks. That is going to be a huge game. Winner will have the inside track in the sub-region in that one.
Yeah, well, these weren't the only 3 teams playing. What about Our Lady of Mercy?
Yeah, Our Lady of Mercy had a game this past Friday night. Unfortunately, fell to First Presbyterian 21-17. Tough loss for those guys. The offense had a little trouble the past couple weeks in the losses. They were putting up over 30 points a game in their previous 3 games. Only 29 combined in the last 2. Got to get things going this week on Friday night. Hopefully get that offense back on track and victories will come.
Yeah, that's always a cure for the ailment. Time now to take a look at the standout performances from this past week in our Building Block segment, brought to you by Huntington Learning Center.
Yeah, we're going to start off with Dylan Autera, the quarterback for Starr's Mill. Big game for him. A 5-yard touchdown run and a 1-yard touchdown run against Fayette County. He's done a great job as the quarterback this year, replacing Adam Holly. So many guys lost off that team, but he stepped in and filled a void there at the quarterback position. He is crucial to their success if they're going to finish out on a winning note and get into the state playoffs.
How about Shaquille Wiggins?
What an unbelievable player this guy has been this season. I didn't know how they were going to replace Mike Hilton in the secondary as he takes over full-time duty as running back. But Shaquille Wiggins has done so much for this team, and he did it on offense, catching that 66-yard touchdown pass. A lot of it was done with his legs getting into the end zone there at the end, and then the seal with the interception. He's been huge for this defense and may play a big part on the offense before it's all said and done.
Nick Enzor.
Big game for him, and he didn't even play the whole game. Had 8 tackles in very limited time, and also had a blocked PAT in the game. It's unfortunate he's probably going to miss a little time here over the next couple of weeks. He's very crucial to the success of this McIntosh defense. A starter off last year's team was all region. They really need him to be healthy and to play in the games if they're hoping to get some W's here at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's big. Who else out there had a big week?
John Smith, running back over at Starr's Mill, has been battling some injuries over the past couple weeks, but coach says he's 100% now. Had a 40-yard touchdown run, a 3-yard touchdown run. He's going to be crucial to Starr's Mill in that running attack if they're going to be successful here over the next couple weeks, get big wins against Northgate, Harris County, and get into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's always the goal. All right, that'll do it for this week. You can catch us back here on Comcast Channel 25 next week for more game highlights and features. And be sure to like Fayette Prep Rally on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to see what's happening on the show. For Nathan Shutter, I'm Brian Wise, and For as always, we'll see you under the lights.
Grab some wood there, bub.
I'm failing. No big deal.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
Fighting doesn't work.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
Ignoring it doesn't work.
Why? Said I'd do better. Saying it and doing it are two different things.
Punishment doesn't work. What does work is a Huntington Learning Center. By improving basic skills, we build motivation and confidence, and kids look forward to learning. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN today. Your child can learn.